Hello, 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 and welcome back. Hello. Okay, so I'm on here today. Just today is going to be very chilled stream, and yeah, going to be very chilled, very relaxed. Nothing too fancy, nothing too bothersome tonight. Just very chilled stream. So, how are you guys doing? If you're joining us, please make sure to like the video, to hit subscribe, press the subscribing, subscribe. We've got how many more? About uh, more uh, go on. So we're nearly there. Debin, please let me know if you can hear me. My internet seems to be a bit funny tonight. If you can hear me. And that's why I'm looking all fancy and attached, But yeah, been out this evening. Okay, let us get. The first things first. We're going to. Yesterday, I talked to Dr. Zakir Naik. Has some very ridiculous claims. Someone said you don't rabbit hole, and boy, did I. I thought Christianity was bad. Christians believe some very outrageous until I had a look at this particular man. I don't want to say I don't think everyone believe the exact same thing. Let's have a look at what doctor has to say. Doctor. Oh, okay. Then share the screen here.
Compared to brother and sister,
as compared to, but still, yeah, my name. I'm a telecoms engineer working in Dubai since 2002. Yeah.
The title you asked, well, these people have all gathered to come and listen to Dr. Zakir, and there's a question and answer time. The question asked is first marry in guys that in Islam are allowed to marry. And so to hear the reason why in Islam, first cousins, this is a this man is. So let's look in the claim. Just go in with no judgment, okay, without any bias, without any judgment. Just see whether these claims make sense or not. which allowed in Islam. Hmm. Hey Mark, hello Mark. So why allowed to marry in Islam?
My name is I'm a telecoms engineer working in Dubai since 2002. Coming from my background, I think religion is something that making have problems in your life. Yeah, is read a report by a doctor saying that because of marriage in Islam, it leads to a higher probability of being born as it increases the probability of the hands or without legs. So
So a research to uh, of cousins in Islam and a percentage of abilities and in because these people are marrying, the blood to each other. The research has been done. It shows the practice. But why would the religion not give better direct? Anyway, I on earth how to marry. Hey, Elvit Bell, hello. How are you today? And that cousins in Islam, that I had no that in Islam, first, can you imagine? Not even just not distant cousin. I'm just thinking, in Islam, you can marry first cousins. So
that
why?
was harm. It should not have been allowed in Islam. I would like to. I suffered a little bit of a went to the doctor, and the first thing he said to me is that stop eating, which is again allowed in Islam. So I would think that if these things could be harmful to the not have been allowed us.
Exactly.
So if you can clarify me on that.
The brothers are
Can cause harm. Cause why would insist that you this
questions. The first is marriages. Consanguineous marriages mean marriage between close relatives. In marriages. And in consanguineous marriages, medical
consanguinary? What
science
did
tells
he
us
say?
today
Did you hear what he said? Because I didn't. He said that his marriage is and what he said. I did not volume is okay. The volume I do not consanguine. What does consanguine?
the brothers asked two. First question that is talking about consanguineous marriages. Consanguineous marriages mean between
Did you guys hear that? What does the Naik cool? Oh my god! I've only just touched the tip. Boy, oh boy! If there or inbreeding, there is certainly effects. Cousin is a big mark. You You would think the God would know this, but apparently this God says it's okay. Okay, so you said you need to ask a good question. Asking this question, he comes across like really wants to know, and I will eventually an atheist, the one asking the question, because when people start asking this, they want to get, they want to hear what they have to say, because they're starting to work out that this, why would think that is clearly problematic. Research has shown that this is it glitching on my connection? Okay, what I could do, let me stop my camera. Yeah, it's not so good. Oh, I see what the problem is. Oh, shoot. Oh, gosh. Sorry, guys. I had this. Something was disconnected. Hopefully it will it will work better. And they will. It should be. You know what, guys? Let me, let me go out and come back in. Wait, just 1 second. Let me try this. Okay. Is this any better? It should be slightly better now. So, we're talking about the claims of our doctor, scholar of Islam. Why first cousins are allowed to marry in Islam? Mm-mm. By the way, Thunder Scorpion season, they will host. Thunder Scorpion, who's teaching you this? Too many things open at once. There's only two things, only two tabs I've got open, to be fair. There you are. SF fixed it. Yes, I think I have fixed it. So far, so good. Okay. Doomver, you're welcome. Thunder Scorpion, welcome. Coco, welcome. He's not a scholar. Oh, he's only a medical doctor. Okay. I thought he was a scholar. I apologize. Okay, let's hear what Sir has to say. Why uh uh first cousins are allowed to marry. Guys, wait. So Muslims know these things and they will still defend these things. They will defend it till the last drop of blood. For, well, not all of them, some.
Between close relatives. In English, it's called as consanguineous marriages. And in
Consanguine.
consanguineous marriages, medical science tells us today there are high chances of genetic problems.
Guys, please see if you can hear that again. Consanguine. What does that mean, consanguine?
Two questions. The first question that is talking about consanguineous marriages. Consanguineous marriages means marriage between close relatives. In English, it's called as consanguineous marriages. And in consanguineous marriages, medical science tells us today there are high chances of genetic problems. And I do agree with the brother. So why does Islam permit that? It's
Okay, so he agrees. that marriage between close relatives, yeah, has problems, can have congenital. He agrees. He agrees. But now here comes the excuses. Here comes the 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 things that don't make sense. Let's hear now what exactly consanguine. Sorry guys, just at the right time. I'll call you back in a minute, yeah? I'll call you back. All right, love. Okay. Sorry guys, just at the best of times. He is promoting Imela, Imela, Imela. Who's teaching you? Thunder Scorpion, who's teaching you this? Who is teaching you? Because even I don't really speak. I just know the basics, but I don't really speak that language. He's a doctor promoting cousin marriage. Please, some should take his medical license. But my cousin is hot. I don't care how hot my cousin is. I don't care how hot any of my cousins are. I cannot have sexual desire towards my. I'm just thinking about my cousins, and it is gross. The thought just, yeah, it's gross. Mm. Taye, good evening, and how are you? Hey, guys. I don't know how many of you here can have those kind of desires with your cousins. Then God and your religion says it's okay. All right, let's hear. So, did any of you hear what the man said? Consanguine. What does I did not hear that thing. What he said. Consanguine. I don't know. So, Islam, come
Clearly
on,
mentioned
tell
in the
us.
Quran in Surah Nisa, chapter number 4, verse number 22 to 24, the woman who you can marry and the woman who cannot marry is mentioned there. Amongst them, it's clearly mentioned you cannot marry your sister.
Can't marry your sister.
And a lady cannot marry the brother. It's mentioned.
Lady cannot marry
Neither
her
the
brother.
father, neither the mother. You cannot marry the brother of your father, the ladies, and you cannot marry the sister of your father. That means the important close relatives are mentioned in the Quran. Brother, sister cannot marry, son and mother, father and daughter, paternal uncle, maternal uncle can't marry. But as far as first cousins are concerned, Islam does give permission. Now,
Hey, okay. Ah, guys, the woman cannot marry her father, and the man cannot marry his mother. Brother and sister cannot marry. The woman cannot marry her grandfather. The man cannot marry his grandmother. Those are clearly said in the Quran, not permitted. But you see, the marriage between first cousins is permitted in Islam. I did not make it up, guys. You're hearing it yourself. I didn't make it up. It's not my words. That's not funny. It is not. It should not. Oh, you did send me an email. I was looking forward to your email and I didn't see anything. I didn't see. Did you send it today? I've been out today. It's my sister's birthday today, so we've been out early on. So just came back in not long ago. So, but I will check my emails before. Can you imagine, guys? In Islam even goes as far as to tell you the relationships, the marriages, the people who can't marry. But it tells you the ones that marriage to your first. Oh, disgusting! This is disgusting.
as far as consanguineous marriages are concerned, the maximum problem comes when you marry your direct blood brother and sister. Consanguineous marriage. Even if you marry your direct father, daughter, mother and son, or your uncle, the chances are also there if you marry your first cousin, but negligible, very negligible. So
No,
Islam.
that's not that.
The chances are there, but the chances are very little. The chances are there of having children that have congenital problems. But this doctor says it's minimal. Guys, have you guys heard this kind of BS before?
There, if you marry your first cousin, but negligible, very negligible. So
No,
Islam.
that's not what the report said. The report said that because the marriage is in first cousins, not your brothers and sisters, it
Let
leads
me-
to this.
The guy is even telling the doctor that the report specifically says that marriage between first cousins brings these problems. But Islam says no. Islam, wait, there are billions of people on planet Earth. Billions. 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 Guys, think about this. There are billions of people on Earth. And for some reason, some people want to marry their own cousins. What kind of world are we living in? And they will find scriptures to back it up. And there are billions of people that you can choose from. But no, my religion says it's okay to marry my cousin, and I'm going to marry my cousin. Is that what we're doing around here now? These people.
This problem,
Let
and
me
it was from a doctor.
let
It
me
was
complete.
published in Gulf News as well, actually.
Brother, let me complete. Even I'm a doctor.
Ah, okay.
Fine.
Oh.
Even I'm a medical doctor.
Yeah.
Oh,
Meet medical doctor with that doctor.
Yeah,
The chances
okay,
in
Janisha.
direct relatives are very
Janisha,
high.
yeah.
If a sister and brother marry, the chances are
it
very
was
high.
sent yesterday. I
If a
didn't see
father
it.
and daughter are very high,
I'll
you have read
check.
only one report, you haven't read the other report. So you only read Gulf News, I read medical books. So Gulf News is better or medical books is, brother?
Medical booksies. Oh, God. Oh, this medical doctor just said medical booksies. Let's take it back because I did not hear. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Even I'm a medical doctor.
Yeah,
It means medical doctor with that doctor.
yeah,
The chances in direct relatives are very high.
yeah,
If a sister and brother marry, the chances are very high.
yeah.
If a father and daughter are very high, you have read only one report, you haven't read the other report. So you only read Gulf News, I read medical books. So Gulf News is better or medical books is, brother? Which
Right.
is
So
better?
your point is marrying in first cousins.
Is
The chances of getting
lesser
problem is negligible
as compared to brother and sister.
as compared to
Yes,
as compared to. Yeah.
is compared.
But still,
So he's not denying it. He's not denying that indeed this research is true. Guys, this is the problem I have with religion. Even when faced with facts that proves your religion to be problematic, even when they are shown things that clearly goes against the dictates of their religion, they will fight so hard for the religion. They will fight for what's wrong in the religion. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? And this is what makes some people can kill for their religion. They will kill to maintain, to uphold the wrong beliefs of the. I just.
still there is a.
Brother, will you let me complete my answer? Or?
Sorry. Yeah, please.
So you have more faith in Gulf News?
No, not really. I'm here to find the truth.
Truth, that's right. So what you realize that consanguineous marriage, and I agreed with you. I didn't say it's not there.
He's
I'm not trying to
agreeing.
beat around the bush. But compared
Okay, Mark. All right, Mark. Thank you.
brother and sister. Now,
Thanks
I
for
do agree
coming.
that there are medical genetic problems in various ways. But this report is there when you have continuously generation after generation. And our beloved Prophet, that according to Dr. Ahmad Sakari says, the Prophet said, do not marry against first cousins generation after generation. If you do it once or twice, it is no problem. Yet, even if you marry not cousins, also you can get a problem. Do you know that?
Yeah, that.
What
So
is
that
he
doesn't mean that you
saying?
stop marriage only.
Right. So there is a hadith which says
Yes.
that do not do it generation after generation.
Yes, but otherwise, generally, there's no problem. Fine.
Really?
So coming to your second question,
Yeah.
you went to a doctor and you said you had high BP.
Yes.
Doctor said you have red meat.
Yes.
So why does Islam allow red meat?
Yes.
Guys, did you people understand anything that man was saying? He agreed that the research says marriage between first cousins brings a lot of problems, congenital problems. You give birth to children who have deformities. But because the God of their religion says it's okay, now, even in the face of research, even in the face of with facts and evidence provided to prove otherwise, they will choose religion over truth. It's sad, really
my
sad.
friend went to a doctor and doctor said you have diabetes, don't have sugar. Brother, why do you have sugar?
Right.
Why? Don't have sugar. My friend went to a doctor, doctor said you have diabetes, don't have sugar. Brother, do you have sugar?
Yes, of course.
Why you have sugar? Stop having sugar.
Yeah, but we can live on vegetables, easily possible.
Can
We
you live
on
without having
chicken.
sugar? Can you live without having sugar? Even vegetarians have sugar, brother. Are you educated?
Yeah.
MashaAllah. The problem is that person had a problem with his pancreas.
Yes.
In the pancreas, there are islets of Langerhans which break down the sugar. Because my friend had a problem in the pancreas, he could not break down the sugar. Therefore, the doctor said, don't have sugar.
Right.
So if you have some problem of red meat, you should not have red meat. Others can have red meat.
Right.
The Quran says, a general statement Quran says, eat what is halal and tayyib for you. There's a verse in the Quran, eat what is halal and tayyib for you. For a person suffering from diabetes, sugar is not tayyib. So according to the Quran, a person having diabetes should have less sugar. It's a general statement. Eat what is halal and tayyib for you. That means certain things which is good for others may not be good for you. But there are certain things which are bad for everyone. Alcohol. Alcohol is bad for everyone.
Of course,
It is prohibited
alcohol
for
is
everyone.
bad for everyone.
Coke is bad for everyone. Therefore,
Guys, did that any of that make sense to you guys? Because I'm losing brain cells. Okay, let me know if you get it so I can send it again. Okay, I'll check it. This guy believes eating black seed cures anything but what black seeds? Coco, which black seeds are you talking about? What black seeds are you talking about? I don't think I know what black seeds you're talking about. Esther, he's quoting the madness of a man who married his adopted son's wife. Okay. Yes. Of course. Of course. This is a man that wanted every other person's wife. So what do you expect from his followers? Hate you. Hello, hello. Normal black seeds. Okay, okay. It's interesting. My goodness.
Coke has been provided for everyone. What do you realize? Certain food, because of the way your metabolism is made, because it's a problem for you, doesn't mean that
It's a
everyone
problem
should
for
abstain from it.
everyone else. All right, sir. We hear you. Okay, so the next video by Dr. Zakir. Right. Let's see the next one. Right. Let's see this one.
Church has put a ban that Christian.
Our dear doctor. Why? No, it says Why
My name is
is a
Lakshmi.
man
I'm a
allowed
journalist.
to
Now, the
marry
second question is
four wives?
Muslim men are allowed to marry 4 5 times, I think, and they don't require their wife's permission, the first wife's permission to marry. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, to marry more number of times.
Sorry,
My name
guys.
is
I'm
Lakshmi.
going to
I'm
take
a
it back so you guys
journalist.
can
Now,
hear.
the second question is Muslim men are allowed to marry 4 5 times, I think, and they don't require their wife's permission, the first wife's permission to marry. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, to marry more number of times. So I actually don't see any logic in this because I believe it's one man, one woman. That's the institution of marriage. So please clarify. Thank you.
Coming to your second question. In Islam, men marry 4 times, 5 times, and they don't ask permission from the first wife. Why? As far as polygyny is concerned, a man having more than one wife, Islam is the only religion, and Quran is the only religious scripture on the face of the earth which says marry only one. There is no religious scripture besides the Quran. I'm a student of comparative religion.
Tai, I haven't got it. Tai,
Which
I
says
haven't
marry
got
only one.
your
There is
email.
no verse in the Bible,
I've just
no verse in the
checked
Bhagavad
and
Gita, no verse in the
I
Veda
haven't
which
got
says marry
it.
only one except the Quran.
Okay, guys, sorry. I was checking my email. I would put the email in the chat again. Maybe I put the wrong thing. So let's hear what this man has to say. Why? I think we need to ask, why are Muslim women not allowed four husbands? What is good for the goose is good for the gander. If men can marry four wives, women should also be able to marry four husbands. Otherwise, this is just misogyny. This is just promoting inequality. If you want to be fair, be fair. Allow the women also to marry four husbands. The same way men can marry four, let the woman marry four. I mean, look at these men. Look at, you see them now, because the religion says they can marry all this many. Now they're going to be looking for 12-year-old, 13-year-olds. Over in Africa, know what they do there. The men will say, because my religion, you see 70-year-old man marrying a 13-year-old girl. These people.
Wife. Islam is the only religion, and Quran is the only religious scripture on the face of the earth which says marry only one.
Is
There is
it?
no religious scripture besides the Quran. I'm a student of comparative religion, which says marry only one. There's no verse in the Bible, no verse in the Bhagavad Gita, no verse in the Veda which says marry only one except the Quran. If you read the Hindu scriptures,
So, because the Quran says marry only one, so Quran is better, Islam is better. This is a case of what aboutism. All the other books don't say that, only mine. So mine is better because the others don't say it. The Bible does say to marry only one woman, but the command is specific to leaders. Anything the Bible says, I would just treat it with a grain of salt. I would not treat it with kids' gloves, because in the Old Testament, one man married 1,000 women. The Old Testament was full of men marrying so many wives. Then along comes Jesus to come and say, I must only marry one. What happened to all those other people who married so many? When did the law change? Christianity cannot make up its mind. Quran allows sexual abuse. Deuteronomy, what? Oh, Deuteronomy 17:17 and First Timothy 3:2. Is this about marriage? Okay, Ty, let me check it quickly before inbox. No, I haven't received it. No, I'm gone. Saying that I've not received anything. There's something wrong. There's something wrong with my email. I have not received. What's the date today? The 15th, right? I have not received. The last email I've received was from March before. Oh, Jai, I think it is to. Hang on. Let me. While this man is talking, I'll go and check my email on here on my laptop. Let him carry on talking about why Islam says men can marry four
In
wives.
Ramayana, the father of Sri Ram, how many wives did he have? How many wives?
More than one?
More than one. 3 wives. Fine. Sri Krishna, according to Mahabharata, how many wives he had?
Unlimited.
Not unlimited. You don't know your scripture well.
No,
Did he have 4 wives? No.
I have no idea.
Not 4, not 100, not 1,000, 16,108 wives.
16,000.
16,108. So why can't we Muslims have 4?
What?
What's the problem?
Is what
Well, Sri
aboutism?
Krishna can have
What
16,108.
aboutism? How many wives? In what religion is this? 16,000 wives. Hey, I thought Samson was bad. Who was this person marrying 16,000 wives?
Not 100, not 1,000, 16,108 wives.
What?
How many wives they had? 16,108. So why can't we Muslims have 4? What's the problem? When Sri Krishna can have 16,108 wives, why can't we have?
Wait. Krishna had 16,000 wives. Guys, did you people know anything about this? Do you people know anything about someone marrying 16? This argument is poor. Can you imagine? Because Krishna can marry 16,000, Christianity can do this. So why can't we in Islam? It's like you rightly said, this argument is indeed poor. It's whataboutism. My goodness. Guys, yes, African Humanist Mum at gmail.com. There's something wrong with my email. The last email I have received was from yesterday, and I don't know why. I've not received any email today at all, and I don't know what's happening to it. I may need to sign out, or I don't know why. What's happening to my account? I really don't know. Are you on Twitter? Tai, are you on Twitter? If you are on Twitter, you can look for me on Twitter. I'm the Afro Humanist on Twitter. And you can follow me and send me a message on there. My goodness. Guys, the Bible cannot make up its mind on anything. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. In the Old Testament, the God is the Old Testament God is a vile monster that kills at will. Just kills. You offend him, he'll kill you. You help him carry his ark, he will just kill you. But then in the New Testament, he loves you so much. He sent his son to die for you. Can you not see how much he loves you? Hang on. Since when did that God and this God become the same? You're not on Twitter, okay? Are you on Instagram? Are you on Instagram? I've got my Instagram links right there. I think Instagram, Twitter, email. I don't know why. I just don't know. Oh.
We have 4. Further, if you read the Vishnu Purana, chapter number 24, verse number 1, it says a Brahmin can have up to 4 wives. If you read the Jewish scriptures, it gives you permission to have as many wives as you wish. If you read the Christian Bible, it gives you permission to have as many wives as you wish. If you read the Bible, Abraham had 3 wives. Solomon, how many wives he had? He had 700 wives. It is later on the church has put a ban that Christians should marry only one, not the Bible. It is the Jewish community married more than one wife. It was in 1950 that chief rabbi passed a synod that Jews should marry only one. So it is the rabbi, not the Jewish scriptures. And according to Hindu scriptures, you can marry as many as you wish. It is the Indian government in 1954 passed a law called the Hindu Special Marriage Act. Hindu Special Marriage Act, which says Hindu should marry only one. It is not the religious scripture. It is not Bhagavad Gita. It is not Ramayana. It is not Mahabharata. It is not Veda. It is the Indian Penal Code. The Indian government, which has passed a law in 1954 that Hindus should marry only one. But according to the statistics of the status of the women in Islam, if you read the government documents on page number 66, 67, it says that Muslims do polygamous marriages. You know what is the percentage in India? 4.3%. How much? In India, 4.3% of the Muslim men do polygamous marriages. A statistic between 1951 to 1961. Hindus, how many? 5.06. 0.7% more than the Muslims in India, according to the Indian government. Even though it is prohibited according to the Indian law, yet they do more polygamous marriages than the Muslims. Why? Now, let's analyze what does the Quran say. Quran says in Surah Nisa, chapter 4, verse number 3, marry women of your choice in 2s, 3s, or 4s. But if you can't do justice, marry only one. This statement, marry only one, is only given in the Quran and no other religious scripture. It says, marry women of your choice in 2s, 3s, or 4s. But if you can't do justice, marry only one. So if you want to marry more than one woman, one of the criteria of the Quran is you should do justice.
Do
If you can't do
justice.
justice, you should marry only one.
Is it possible to do justice?
What are the reasons?
Hey, KCA Randy.
Logical
Hello.
reasons a person can think that why has Islam permitted certain men to have more than one wife? Many non-Muslims think it is fard, it is compulsory for a Muslim man to have more than one woman, to have more than one wife. It's not compulsory, it's optional. It's not fard, it's not compulsory. How many Muslim men do you know who have more than one wife? How many do you know, sister? How many do you know?
A few.
How many?
A few again.
Few means 1, 2, 3. How many?
Yeah, at least about 3.
About 3. Have you heard of Dharminder?
Yeah.
How many wives he has?
2.
Muslim or non-Muslim?
Non-Muslim.
Non-Muslim. Your previous chief minister, what's the name?
Jayalalitha.
Yes. Hindu or Muslim? Hindu or Muslim?
Hindu.
Hindu, fine. Now these are famous personalities. Fine. How many famous personalities you know in India who have got more than one wife? The 3 you know may be locality, fine?
Yeah.
Local, maybe friend in a neighborhood, maybe your colleague. In India, there are more non-Muslims having more than one wife than the Muslims. Now let us understand what are the logical reasons. Come back to logic now. Now, by nature, if you ask any medical doctor, he will tell you, male and female are born in equal proportion. Girls and boys are born in equal proportion. But any medical doctor, any pediatrician, any children doctor will tell you that the female sex, the female child is stronger than the male child. That's the reason there are more deaths in the male
So
children
wait.
as compared to female children.
Aha. So if the female child is stronger, would it not be better for the female child to have for the female to have four husbands? Is it not better for the woman to have four husbands if she is stronger according to medical the medical profession that the women are stronger? So that means the women they can marry a many they can they've got the power to do it. Charlie, there's something wrong with my email and I'm not sure what it is. For some reason, um, I'm not getting any emails. And I don't know what exactly is wrong. The last email I received was from yesterday, and I didn't know exactly why. Okay, guys, I'll just carry on with this. I don't get it. And sorry, I'm a bit all over the place. Went out. I had a fall. I fell. Oh gosh, I fell face down. It was my fault. I fell face down and broke my phone. So maybe that's why I'm not getting any emails. I don't know. Hey P, hello P. I can't watch him without thinking of Vedu V's. What is Vedu V's? What is that? Vedu V's. The verse is talking about orphan girls. Really? My gosh. You listen, Coco, why will a God think in his mind that I want to give directives of how these humans should live their lives? I want them to know what my thoughts are. I want them to know the things that will bring them into my paradise. And so I will tell them about virgin girls, who they should marry, who they should have sex with. Like very trivial. Well, they're not trivial, but I don't know if you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say. The God here must have a very sick, twisted mind. He will talk about vaginas. He will talk about sexual organs and put it in his book. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. You would think that the God would tell you better things. Oh, the Milky Way. This is how I created the Milky Way. I put Saturn. Saturn was formed after 7 billion years. And Mars, you would think he would put in there how to make the biggest, uh, to create atoms, how to do science, how to do, better things. No, he talks about virgin girls and vaginas and penises. Very sick.
Children. So in children's age itself, the female children are much more than the male children. As life goes on, there are people dying due to accidents, due to alcoholism, due to war. There are more males dying as compared to females. Today, if you analyze in the world, there are more females in the world as compared to males. There are few third world countries like India where the male population is more than the female population. And do
Oh,
you know why?
really?
The reason is because of female feticide and female infanticide. According to an article, a program which came on BBC by the name Let Her Die, the program was assignment. There was a British reporter by the name of Emily Buchanan. She comes to India and she says that every year in India, more than 1 million fetuses are being aborted after they identified that they're females. She says more than 3,000 every day. You multiply more than 1 million.
This man is full of whataboutism. He is not answering the question. It's going on and on and on. Why is a man allowed to marry 4 wives in Islam? Now we're hearing about over 1 million fetuses being aborted in India. What has that got to do with the question that was asked?
Every year. According to the Tamil Nadu government hospital report, she gives the statistics. Out of 10 female born alive, do you know how many are put to death? 4. Sister, did you know that? Tamil Nadu, your state, your beloved state, according to the government statistics, out of 10 females born alive in the government hospital, 4 are put to death.
Why?
There are billboards put in.
So out of every 10 women, 4 are put to death. Is he going to tell us why these women are put to death? Guys, out of every 10 women, 4 are put to death. Wow. Where is this taking place?
Rajasthan, and here, which says that spend 500 rupees and save 500,000 rupees. You know what does it indicate? Spend 500 rupees, do ultrasonography, do amniocentesis, identify the child you're carrying is a female, abort her, and save 5 lakh rupees, 500,000 rupees.
Okay.
Maybe a couple of 100,000 upbringing her, and the remaining 100,000 in dowry. If you stop this evil practice in India, our beloved country, stop the female infanticide, stop the female feticide. Even in India, the population of female will be more than the male population. If you see the rest of the world, if you see New York alone, there are 1 million females more than males. In USA alone, there are 7.8 million females more than males. In UK alone, there are 4 million females more than males. In
So
Germany
what?
alone, there are 5 million females more than males.
So
in
what?
Russia alone, there are 9 million females more than males. And God alone knows how many millions of females are more than males throughout the world. Suppose I agree with your philosophy, sister. You said, 1 man, 1 woman. If I agree with you, sister, with your philosophy, 1 man, 1 woman. And suppose my sister happens to be in America, or your sister happens to live in America. And suppose the market is saturated. 1 man, 1 woman, saturated. Yet there will be 7.8 million females who will not find life partners.
Life partners.
1 man, 1 woman. Now the option for these 7.8.
This is very, very very annoying, very frustrating. And I'll tell you why. So now, these people have the reason why in Islam it's okay to marry 4 wives is because the population of women compared to men is more. We have more women than men, right? To the extent that some people are now aborting female babies before they're born. They go and find out the sex and they abort because, of course, the male child is worth more than the female child in some places. But hang on, let me stop this man. Let's us just stop. You people will come and say, do you not believe in a creator? Mhm. Wait, what is your creator doing? Knowing that there are more women than men, why can your creator not make these numbers even so that there is equality? So your God does not want people to same-sex people to get married. He wants 1 man, 1 woman, or whatever, 1 man, 4 women. But somehow your creator God makes more women than men. So guess who the fault is with? Your creator God. It's his problem. then you guys should not then justify it by saying the problem that God has given to us, we now have to make it better by marrying so many wives. And you know something? This is my own solution. If there are more women than men, then you know what, ladies? Ladies, get together. Yes, I support two women getting together. In fact, that would help. Guys, what do you guys think? Women should now get together. How about that? Let's promote lesbians. Let's promote lesbianism because there is a problem. We have identified the problem that the God of the Christians cannot solve, the God of Islam cannot solve. We have more women than men. So the solution to the problem should not be men marrying four wives. No. Solution should be let the women get together. Problem solved. Guys, what do you think about my solution? That notion is nonsense. Mental gymnastics. Isn't that problem solved when Muslim men are allowed to have concubines? These are war captives. They allow for war captives. You sleep with a cat. I was hearing the other day that what's his name? Their prophet Muhammad took a bride, no, a woman. He killed her father, killed her brothers, killed everyone, and took her as a wife. And she poisoned him. What was he thinking? You killed everyone in her family, and then take her as your wife. And then she gives you food, and you dummy, you eat, and you're poor. He deserved it and more. Hey, Dr. Cyrus, that's it. I'm decided. I'm a Kes. Okay, Dr. Cyrus, I don't understand what that means. What's a Kesbian? What is a Kesbian? Or was that a typo error? So, ladies, these medical doctors have identified the problem. The problem is there are more women to the ratio of men. So, women, now is your time. Just get together. In fact, you can even have polyamorous women relationships. Three women come together. Why not? Problem solved. Let the men who want to marry, let them marry one wife. Women, that's it. This is a problem. Let's solve the problem. It's the keyboard. Okay, lesbian. Okay. No, that's other Jewish lady, not Safia. Okay. The gender ratio imbalance is caused by their societies in the first place. At the global level, the birth ratio of women to men is 1 to 1, so it is equal. Of course, I can agree with that. I don't really know what the ratio is on a global level, but how is that reason to go and marry so many wives? What is good for the goose is good for the gander. If the man can marry four, any religion, that says one sex can marry as many and the other cannot, then that religion is cruel, in my opinion. That religion is evil. And there's no equality. You hear Muslims come and tell you, Muslim promotes rights of women. Ridiculous. Never heard anything so ridiculous. So let's solve this problem. Women, in fact, we need to start promoting women getting together. In fact, not just 2, 3, 4, come together and let's solve this problem of the ratio of women to men. How about that, guys? You guys know I'm just trying to not being well. I'm just putting my own spin on things. Not that I really mean it, but the solution should not be that men should automatically just marry as many women they want.
8 million females is either marry a man who already has a wife or become public property. You say, Dr. Zakir Naik, public property, such a.
Can you imagine the two options women are given? So these women who have been identified to be more than men are given two options. Number one, you either marry a man who's married to a wife already, or you become public property. Is my solution not better? That a woman will find her fellow woman and marry her than become public property. This is evil now. Come on, guys. Two options given to women. You either marry someone who's already married, or you become public. This man is not. This man is evil. This man is evil. Guys, did you guys hear that? Women, and women would choose this religion. Women would tell you, yes, I fight for my right. Fight for my right to wear the hijab. I need the hijab in my life. I need to fight for my right to wear it.
Harsh word, sister. It is the most sophisticated word I can use. I cannot use a more sophisticated word than public property. According to the
Public
statistics of America,
property.
do you know, on an average, a man, before he settles down with a wife, he has 8 different sexual partners. Do you know that? On average, 8. Some may have 1, some may have 10, some may have 28 sexual partners before he settles down with one. So the only option remaining, so if my sister happens to live in America, or if your sister happens to live in America, and the option is given to her, and suppose the market is saturated, every man has found a woman for himself. And unfortunately, if my sister, or if your sister happens to be one of the women who has not found a life partner, the only option for them is
Life
either
partner.
marry a man who already has a wife or become public property. Any modest woman would opt for the first.
Ladies, you don't need to be public property. Just get with another woman. Find your way to a country that allows for same sex marriage. Get to another country, find yourself another woman, and don't worry. There are ways to, these days, you don't need to have a man there to have babies. Women in a committed relationship, they're having babies. It's possible. Artificial insemination. There are things they can, if that's what you want, if you want babies, all these things. Look, technology is so advanced now. Technology is so advanced that we don't even need, you see, the God factor. You can easily remove the God factor and his messengers and the books. You don't need all that stuff. Become public property. How cruel can these people be?
Sister, what
Sister,
would you opt for your sister? Marrying a man who already has a wife or become public property?
marry a woman.
My sister's too young to be married, so
When she grows up and if she happens to go to America,
Marry a
or if you
woman.
happen to be in America,
In
your
America,
choice.
she can
what
marry
would
a
you
woman.
prefer for her? You're the elder sister. Would you prefer her becoming public property or marry a man who already has a wife and get equal rights? In Islam, if you have a second wife, you give equal rights. In America, the public property has got no rights. She's degraded. She's dishonored.
A public
In
property.
Islam, she has the equal right. She gets honor.
Wait. How do women become public property in the US of A? Okay, I have some people in the chat who are from the US. Please, can someone tell me, if you live in the US, please tell me, how do women become public property? And who is a public property in the US? Please, someone help me, please. L, L, are you in the US? There are actually, oh, There are actually more males than females in the world. 102 men for 100 women in the world, according to the UN 2020. You know what, El? There you go. Now, women, because there are more women than men, so women now can have four husbands. If the reason that this man is given that Islam allows for them to marry four wives because there are more women than men, and now the population now shows that there are more men. There you go. We ladies, we need to go to the UN. We need to march to go and fight for our right to have four husbands. Yes. Have one husband for Monday, another one for Tuesday, another one for Wednesday, and the other one for Thursday. And then the cycle starts all over again. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine that? Ah, it's good that it is legal. Yes. Disturbing. Oh, yeah, it is disgusting. Absolutely. So, really, women should be the ones accumulating to help the poor men around the world. Oh, yes. But you know something? These people it will never happen because the women are second class citizens in these religions. Imagine, will this man here, will he allow any of his wives to marry more husbands? Of course not. His ego and his his pride will not let him. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. Any religion that says men can marry as many and women cannot, that religion needs to be put in the dustbin. These people. Sorry, guys. It's just so annoying and so frustrating.
What would you prefer for younger sister when she grows up?
Oh, by the way, guys, I don't want four husbands. I don't want four husbands. I really don't. I'm happy with one. I'm happy. But it's these greedy people. These greedy people. They would rather have four wives, but would not allow their wives to have four husbands. Greedy people.
Sometimes it's difficult to speak the truth, sister, correct?
The truth.
Especially in front of such a large audience.
Audience of
Anyway,
men.
I've got your answer, sister.
Thank you.
And your silence speaks for that. So that's the reason in Islam, sister, men have been allowed to marry more than one wife is to protect the woman, not to degrade her.
Oh God. Guys, Islam says marry four wives to protect the women. The women need protecting. So the men now have to marry so many. Why can your God not protect them without you, greedy men, marrying so many? Why can your God not protect? Why can your God not make the woman not to be a second class citizen in these religions? It all boils down and it all goes back to your God. The blame starts and ends with the God of whatever religion it is.
Regarding a question, is it compulsory that the husband should take the permission of the wife? It's not compulsory because if she wants to protect, if that man wants to protect another woman, a normal woman, I agree with you, sister, no woman under normal circumstances would like to share the husband. You have to agree. This is human nature. But if the woman is a good Muslimah, is a good Muslim woman, what she says, let a small loss take place to prevent a big loss. She will say, I know sharing my husband is a loss for me, but I would prefer letting a small loss take place for me to prevent my sister becoming public property. She's a good human being. So
Oh
she
my
would surely give
God.
permission to the husband to marry a second woman. If
Muslim women, you have to be a good Muslim woman to allow your husband. In fact, the Muslim man does not need to take permission from his wife to marry other women. And even when he tells the wife, she should just be accepting because her husband is on a mission to protect women. This is absolutely disgusting in this religion. You marry so many to protect, and now you want no. Guys, please let me know what are your thoughts. He's so vile. Absolutely, he is vile. This is terrible. Your wives are as a tilth unto you. So approach your tilth when or how you will. Wow. Is that what the Quran says? Gosh. The great Allah calls women as tilth. Wow. Are you serious? The importance of paternity is tied to patriarchy. Men need to know what their property was. That is also why they punish women's infidelity so harshly. Who punishes the men when they stray from the marriage? Who punishes them? Women are really suffering in these religions. It's so sad. Ah, religions are patriarchy in nature. Yes, Allah. Guys. So the good Muslima woman has to support her husband in marrying other wives, even though the man has agreed that jealousy will creep in. She won't be happy. But because of Allah, because she's a good Muslimah, she has to agree. Disgusting. Can keep your religion to yourself.
She's a good Muslim woman.
No, she's not.
But taking permission is not fard, it is preferable. But at least informing is a requirement so that he does justice between the two wives. Hope that answers the question, sister.
Thank you.
Guys, there's another video, but I'll do that tomorrow. In Somalia, 112. Okay. In Somalia, a 112-year-old Muslim man married a 13-year-old girl. Dr. Zakir Naik is going to give the reasons why Islam allows such marriage. 112-year-old Muslim man married a 13-year-old girl. No, no, no. I do not care what you say about your religion. Mother Esther, Islam is a feminist religion. So, P, did you hear what he was saying? P, the only way I will agree that Islam is a feminist religion is if the woman can marry 4 husbands. The day Islam agrees for women to marry 4 husbands, then I will say yes. I put my hand up and agree. Yes, Islam promotes women's rights that day. Because the reason they gave is that there are more women than men. It turns out that now there are more men than women. Who is going to change this law now and allow women to marry more husbands? So the day when women can marry 4 husbands, then as in earth, dirt, Did you say filth? Tilth or filth? They usually have internalized. They usually have internalized all the misogyny and sexism that it's so sad to witness. Absolutely, it is child marriage. Did you hear? 100 and hang on, I'm not going to do the video, but I'm going to show you the thumbnail. Let me show you the thumbnail, guys. Share the thumbnail so you guys can see this. Gosh, the thumbnail. Okay, don't know if you guys can see this one here in Somalia.
Shalom, I'm Danny.
Okay, that's the thumbnail. In Somalia, 112-year-old Muslim man married a 13-year-old girl. That man is old enough to be her ancestor. In fact, not he's old enough, he is her ancestor. Okay, I'll come back and do that tomorrow. Oh my. These people, no. They will permit anything in the name of the religion. Guys, that's the live stream for today. Halal in Islam. Coco, please help me. What does the word halal mean? What is halal? Halal, is that like forbidden? Something that is forbidden? Child marriage is morally permissible. Quran 65:4. No, Islam should give basic women rights first. I agree. Basic women, let's start with basic women rights. Not just Islam, religions. I'm just trying to work out what tilth is, because me, the dummy, tilth. Let me check what tilth is. Let's check what tilth is. Tilth means cultivation of land, tillage, the condition of tilled soil, especially in respect to suitability for sowing seeds. Prepared surface soil. Dr. Cyrus, tilth is prepared surface soil. So Allah likens women to prepared surface soil, suitable for sowing seeds. It hurts. It really hurts. It really hurts. You're welcome. Tai, I don't know what's wrong with my emails. Guys, what do you think could be wrong? The emails are not coming through. My emails are not coming through, and I don't know why. Oh, I've smashed my phone. My phone's broken. Never mind. Guys, these religions liking women to land suitable for planting seeds. You know something, guys? At this point, it's time to just bin most of these. Just bin them. They're no good. They're no. And if you're a woman supporting all this, What can I say? I think you prefer your shackles and your imprisonment over freedom. Some people are offered freedom, but they would rather live in chains in their religions, which is so sad, really sad. Try using your browser for emails. I just did that and it still doesn't work. It's still the same thing. No emails have come through as yet. I'm checking again. The last email I received was from March 14, and that can't be right. I don't know what has happened. I honestly don't know. Okay, I'll get off now and see if I can try and work this out. But I'll be back tomorrow. Ty, I'll try and sort this out. And if I'm not able to sort it out, then I may have to change my email address or something. I don't know what I'm going to have to do. I really don't know. Guys, please stay away from these religions that demean women. Stay away from all these toxic religions. Check my storage. Ah, could it be that? Okay. Try to send email to yourself from another account. Okay. You might have to delete something from my storage. Okay, maybe that might be what it is. Um, hmm. Okay, I think I'll take my time and do that when I come off. When I come off now. All right, guys. Good night, and I shall see you all tomorrow. Thanks for stopping and spending your time with me. Good night, each and every one of you, Dr. Cyrus, Coco, L, Ishak. Ishak just joined. Congenital diseases are common in Kuwait, Pakistan, etc., due to incest. Documentary titled "My Parents Are Cousins." Are these Ishak? Are these people Islamic people? Are they Muslims? Are these people Muslims? Inbreeding. There's some sects of Christianity too that do inbreeding. Some sects of Christianity, they do inbreeding too. It happens to me all the time. You have to delete some stuff from storage. Okay, I'll do that tonight. I'll do that and see what happens. Okay, right, guys. Good night, and I shall see you all tomorrow. Night, night.